I'm Happy, and you're watching my channel, Happy's Trails, and I have something really cool to show you today. We're gonna meet with the gentleman who does horseshoe artwork, and from what I understand, it's amazing. So I get to see it first time with you guys, so I'm stoked. Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, buddy.
There's some of his work right there. The horse heads. Obviously the gate. Yeah, let's just go meet this guy and see what he's all about, man. I'm kind of stoked for this. All right, everybody, I'm in here sitting in the shop here with Frank, and I wanted to show you some of his artwork, but first I'm going to show you he's got a, what is this thing, a banner?
Yeah.
Is that your current website and stuff too, Frank?
Yeah.
All right, so this is Frank, everybody. Go ahead and
Howdy.
Frank. And then this is his banner. And Frank, since I have the mic on you, everybody can hear kind of what you're saying, even though the camera's not directly at you.
Okay.
Give us a little something about yourself. You said you're from Montana.
Yeah, grew up in Montana, about 50 miles from the Canadian border in a little town called Whitefish. Not so little anymore.
Whitefish, yeah.
Yeah.
It was tiny back then?
Oh, it was. It was. Now it's a destination point.
Right.
It between the skiing and the lakes and all the people that discovered that little hideout, it's exploded.
Yeah, right. How long have you been welding and stuff and doing this stuff?
I was a logger for 40 years.
Okay.
And just before I retired, I started doing a little bit of this. My dad kind of got me started doing it, and only I took it to another level. I got a little.
Some of your stuff here is amazing, and I'm kind of have it to my back because I'm doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
I want you to walk around and show us the ones that are your favorites, and especially this bad rider back here, the one out front that they haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do here?
Well, I like to experiment. I like to see what I can build from horseshoes, and it's been really good to me. A lot of my clients come up with ideas that they want custom built, and you'll see some of the custom builds that I do. Also, I've got an apprentice right now that's working with me, and she comes up with some ideas, and she inspires me with new ideas.
That's awesome. You guys are feeding off each other's creative
exactly.
style
It's
stuff.
really been inspiring to me. Yeah, this is some of the older stuff. Some pieces, like the steer heads, you try to take 10 of them to a show, and a variety. There's really, in my artwork, there's no two the same because they're all used horseshoes, and the shoes can dictate to you what's going to happen, where you're going to bend, how big it's going to be, how wide it's going to be. All of that takes part in using used horseshoes.
These trees down here are pretty cool too.
Yeah.
You can use them.
You know, I do holiday stuff. I don't get carried away with it. These are actually leftovers from last year.
Nice.
And I'll do pumpkins, and I always try to come up with flowers and stuff.
Do you have stuff on your website or something?
There's some on the website, some of the ideas.
Do you do that going too?
No, actually, I collect from other artists too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Other artists that a friend of mine, anyway, he's an artist from Sholo, and we trade art, and he's my golf cart mechanic, which you'll see a little bit later here.
Is this your hangout? Is this like your man cave?
Yeah, this is my man cave, my studio.
This is a good man
everything. Cave. This is actually my apprentice built this.
That's awesome. What a great idea to put it on that swivel.
Yeah, I came up with the idea for the swivel. It's the back of an old cement mixer.
Oh, okay.
And I go through a lot of cement mixers. So anyway, she wanted to build something for the county fair. And this will be auctioned off at the county fair. And actually, this is one of my heads here, and that's where the idea really came from. I've probably sold 50 of these heads, and they're scattered all over the country.
That's awesome. I like the way you use the old nails there.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say something too. Frank's, your assistant or your apprentice,
Yeah.
is a female, which is awesome because I have a couple friends who are female welders, and I'm glad that females are taking a liking to a little bit more of the trades, especially like welding and stuff like that. So it's awesome that she's doing that.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got an old, looks like a John Deere tractor seat.
Yeah, that's my personal chair. I've had that for years. It's always got a price tag on it, but it's my personal chair.
And then you got some, it looks like a hat down
Yeah,
there.
this is something that my apprentice wanted to build, was a couple of cowboy hats, and they're on actual hat racks.
Oh yeah, so you made hat racks with it too.
Yeah, so
and that's your boot puller?
Yeah, boot jacks, and we've got hooks of different numbers and
what a good
sizes.
idea to use old bits and stuff.
Yep.
For maybe towel, toilet paper holder.
Toilet paper holder. This is a freestanding toilet paper holder.
So cool, man. And then you got all this stuff over here. Kind of back up slowly. You got your hats on a couple of the hat racks to show how they are. A couple crosses I see, and then this like glow.
Yep, just a ball. I make up to 3-foot balls. Get any bigger than that, and they're hard to move.
Right.
I mean, they roll, but they take up a lot of room.
Yeah. And then did you do this too? This table?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just looked down and noticed that table. And underneath there, he has horseshoes. All right, let's show him the big one now.
All right.
Look at this thing, everybody.
This is my sliding stop horse. I actually had a lady from Forest Grove, Oregon, commissioned me to build the first one. I'm only going to do a limited edition, doing five of them, and we've sold 2. This is number 3 here. And number 3, his first show will be Labor Day weekend at the old stage stop just out of Prescott.
What a cool piece of art. And I was going to point out that chair, but next to this horse, it's hard to brag about the chair. I like that chair.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We use old horse blankets to sit on them, but they're shaped for just about every butt.
I was going to say, it looks comfy. Like,
yeah.
Sit on there and wouldn't tweak your bum.
No.
That's awesome. You got some brands. Did you make those brands too?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I can make.
Walk in and see the shop here, since this is more of your like display room, huh? You got a couple horseshoes over there.
Yeah, just a few. Those are the miscellaneous. They're kind of to style is what they are. I get a lot of shoes that are, I got a couple of farriers that compete in the blacksmithing championships. Okay. So they're handmade shoes, like these. These are draft horseshoes that they make for competition.
That sucker's huge.
Yeah.
How thick that is.
It's fun to watch them make a horseshoe. It really is.
That'd be cool. Like, I don't know, I do a lot of off-roading and stuff. One of those to like a 2-inch hitch, so you can just drop a tow rope on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know why that popped into my head. Well, you got another horse going on here. This is the one you said your apprentice is working on as well?
The buffalo.
The buffalo, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's working on it.
That looks really good.
Yeah, what we're doing here is we're going to shine up the back and clear coat it, and then we're going to re-rust the front. Because the buffalo's always darker in the front.
Yeah.
We're going to re-rust this and then clear coat it. So it'll have the dark front, but then a real shiny. And that's something, this is number 13 that I've worked with. This is her first one, but I told her we're going to make this different than any others I've made. So it'll stand out.
That's awesome. What's your apprentice's name?
Ariana Harvey. She goes to school.
Ariana, you should have been here. You could have been in this video. Could have showed off some of your work.
Yeah.
Now you have to watch it on YouTube. So let's show them the one that's outside real quick.
All right.
Don't mind my beast right there. Check this thing out. You rode this in a parade or something recently?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This was in the Prescott Rodeo Parade.
That's right. Got your steering mechanism there.
Yeah.
What are you powering it by? Is it like a golf cart motor?
Yeah, it's golf cart battery operated.
Sweet. So it's electric?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's got electric throttle, electric brake.
How cool is that going through the rodeo parade where all the kids digging it?
Yeah. It needs some more modifications. I've actually sold 4 horses off of the cart.
Wow.
Nobody's ever bought the cart. It's like riding a 22-hand horse, so it's a little bit on the scary side.
Yeah, 22 hands is big. That's like giant Clydesdale style. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Got some more stuff over here.
Yeah. These lower pieces are planters and then a small saguaro that Ariana has made. And the horse head is one of 2. One of my clients bought the first one, and this one I saved for myself. I mean, if somebody wanted it, I'd sell it, but it's hard to take to a show.
Yeah, I bet.
It's hard to mount it. They put theirs in their house on the wall right above their TV.
And there it stays, huh?
Yeah. you don't want to move. It takes 2 people to set it up.
Can I walk out here and show them your entry grade?
You bet.
Real quick? So, Frank, what's the best way for people to get hold of you if they want to order something or see your work?
Well, they can call us at 605-877-0885.
Okay.
And we'll open up the studio for appointment to look at it.
Nice. Got another a bull out here, huh?
Yeah.
Texas Longhorn?
Well, he's a cross.
Yeah.
He was one of those things that I made, took him to one show, and then planted him in my yard. He didn't...
it's cool, though.
Yeah, he never went to another show.
Yep, he's a boy.
Yeah.
And then I saw the couple horse heads when we were coming in on the thing there on the each side of the post, the gate.
Yeah, now I've done those horse heads. I've got a ranch up in Montana that's got a couple on their entryway, couple that went to Texas. So I've sold my artwork from Montana to Texas and California to Kentucky.
Pretty much everywhere, huh?
Yeah, it's scattered across the country. We used to do the horse expos and a lot of events around the country. Over the course of the last year, we started downsizing and eventually trying to work just totally out of the studio and do just local shows.
Yeah. That's great, man. Well, thank you so much for showing us around.
You bet.
If you guys want to get hold of him or look at his artwork, the website again, what was it?
It's ranchhorseshoeart.wixsite.com.
Okay, was that on that banner in there?
Yeah, I think it's on the banner, and
if not, I'm going to put a link in the description regardless, so you can just get a hold of him easily. And,
or they can email us too at ranchhorseshoeart@gmail.com.
ranchhorseshoeart@gmail.com. All right, well, I appreciate it, Frank. Thanks for having us out and checking it out. And hopefully this video will get you a little more exposure. And, you know, my mom and stepdad, John, speak highly of you and of your wife. So when they told me that you did this and I saw the things, and she's like, do you want to do a video? I was like, yeah.
That'd be great.
I was excited to do it. Oh, look at this. You got a whole fence made of it.
Yeah. That was a labor of love.
Yeah, we're not done. We're going to go look at this. Labor of love.
I think it was 3 weeks and 3,000 shoes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, garden didn't do as good this year. But actually it looks like it's needing another shot of water.
Yeah. Really cool, Frank, man. I love all this stuff you do. Go find them. Are you on Instagram or anything like that? Do you guys?
On Facebook, there is a Ranch Horseshoe Art page, but I don't put a lot on it like I used to.
But they can get hold of you through there.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna link that one too in the description. See you guys later.